Today we are talking all about resistance, which can be such a loaded word, can't it? It's one thing that's always going to get in the way of us and our success. It's something that always gets in the way of us trying to achieve our goals, trying to grow our business, attract more clients, make more money. When we're trying to do something new, when we're trying to do something that's going to push us to grow, we are usually met with resistance. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. And it's something that's been coming up time and time again with the unstoppable clients. We keep talking about resistance because, like I said, when we're doing something new, when we're doing something that makes us feel vulnerable and makes us feel exposed, then there is a lot of resistance. There's lots of things that cause resistance for us, but I'm going to talk about three main things that are likely to be causing whatever resistance it is that you are facing in your business and in your personal life right now. So for me, resistance is uncomfortable. Okay, it feels heavy. It feels to me often like pushback. It's almost like I've got this idea and I want to do this thing, but it's like this invisible force that's just stopping me. It's stopping me from moving forward. It's holding me back. I can't see it. I can't taste it. I can't touch it, but I can certainly feel it. And sometimes it feels like overwhelm or frustration or just feeling stuck. Sometimes it feels like confusion and you just can't see the wood through the trees and there's no clarity. This is all manifesting from resistance, right? So it's really, for me, it's any negative emotion that is stopping the momentum in your business. It's stopping you from moving forward and hitting the goals that you want to hit. It's stopping you from taking the uncomfortable action, usually, that you know you need to take to get the results that you want in your business. It's stopping you from getting out of your comfort zone. It's stopping you from following the things that your soul is crying out for, like the urges that we have inside of us, right? It's stopping you from actually moving forward with that. So you resist the ideas, you resist taking the actions, and all that does is leave us feeling stuck and frustrated, okay? So any of these negative emotions that stops us in our tracks and stops us moving forward. And it really can paralyze us for a really, really long time, especially if we don't recognize it for what it is and understand. We want to start looking where it's coming from. When we start shining a light, awareness is king. When we start shining a light and looking to see why we're feeling these feelings, why we're stuck, why we are resisting ideas, why we are resisting taking actions, then we can start to move through it. We can start to overcome it. But unless we do that, we just end up getting swallowed by the feeling of it, by the discomfort of it, and then we can't move forward. So the first thing we want to do is shine a light on it and become aware of what it is that's really going on. So as I said, there could be so many different reasons for the resistance that you're feeling in your business right now, but here are three of them. So number one is that what you're doing isn't in alignment with you, okay? So alignment is one of my biggest words. It's my whole Unstoppable program has been created to take female entrepreneurs from stuck, frustrated, overwhelmed, all the rest of it, to aligned and unstoppable. Because for me, being in alignment is a superpower. It is your superpower. Because when you're in alignment, you don't have resistance, right? So you become unstoppable because you can just keep building momentum. You keep going forward. You go faster. You allow more. You leverage law of attraction. Everything is supporting you. Everything is going with you. You're not stopping and starting. You're not stuck in indecision. You're just going for it. So alignment to me is one of the most important states and feelings that we ever want to find ourselves in. I'm just thinking, is it a state? Is it a feeling? I don't know, but alignment is king and we really, really want to be in alignment. So if we are doing things in our business, so it could be a strategy, it could be actions we're taking, physical things that we're doing in our business, could be people that we're working with, right? If we're not in alignment with the things, with the actions, with the people, then we are going to feel resistance. We're going to feel it. We're going to feel it in our energy, in our emotions. We're going to know it, okay? So what is it? Whatever it is, I just want you to think about what you're feeling resistant to right now and just have a sense check and say, is it because I'm out of alignment? Is it because this is out of alignment with me? So for example, you could be following someone's strategy for your business to grow your business, and that you could come across something that feels really, really icky. Like someone's telling you to go out and cold DM a load of people. And that feels really out of integrity with who you are and how you want to come across and the brand. So it feels out of integrity, which means it's not in alignment with you. So that would cause resistance. Another example is if it's if it's not in your highest values. So one of the first things I do with my unstoppable clients and my one-to-one clients is we do a values check. So we do some work around their values so they can understand what their highest values are. We prioritize them. We see what their most important values are out of 10, right? So you want to be making sure that the things you're doing in your business, the people you're working with, the messages that you're putting out there, the branding, all of it is aligned to your values, because if there's a mismatch, you're going to feel it again. And it's also going to come out through the energy of whatever you do, of all of your messaging, of all your content. So is it in alignment with your values? The things you're doing, the messaging, the products that you're selling, the services, right? So what else could it be? It could be something that is going against your zone of genius. So we all know what we're really, really good at, right? And we also know that in business, as entrepreneurs, we have to wear so many hats. Okay, so we have to do a lot of things that we're not particularly good at. And we're not always in a position where we can outsource them all financially, especially if we're at the start of our business. So we're doing the things that we're not very good at, that we don't like doing, and that can cause resistance as well. So again, it is looking at these things and thinking, is there a way that I can outsource them? Just outsource the worst ones, the ones that are building the most resistance. Do I need to do these things? If I do, can I outsource them? Or how can I find a way to make it feel better for the time being and until I can outsource these things? And then how can I spend more of my time in my zone of genius so that I am loving what I'm doing, which is going to make my results so much better anyway, because I'm in alignment with what I'm doing. The activities that I'm doing, it's coming across all in the right way because I'm really good at this and it's just making me shine. So how can you move more into the areas that you are really good at? Now, there's one caveat that I want to make with this. And that is when we're saying it's out of alignment. Yep, that's what it is. It's resistance. And it's just because I'm out of alignment, because this strategy isn't working for me. This task isn't for me. This task isn't in my zone of genius. What I do want you to watch out for is your ego convincing you so that you don't have to do it. So just watch out to see, am I talking myself out of it? Am I giving myself an excuse not to have to do it because I just don't want to? And it could be for one of the other two reasons that I'm about to talk about, which is the misalignment inside of you with your programming, with your mind. So watch out for that ego, because the ego is very convincing. Its job is to keep you alive. So it's going to talk you out of anything that doesn't feel comfortable because it thinks your safety is being threatened. That's how our brain works, right? So we need to get really wise to that. And we talk about this a lot in Unstoppable as well. I teach about the ego versus higher self and understanding the difference, learning the difference between which voice is which. So that was number two. Number one was not being in alignment. Okay. Number two is your resistance could be being caused by fear. So fear is such a strong and empowering emotion. And again, if our brain thinks that we are in danger, it's going to pull out all the stops to keep us stuck. So we know that fear paralyzes us, right? But we need to recognize it. We need to see if it is fear. If it's fear, then you can uncover it. You can shine a light on it and you can gently push through it, because we always have to push through our fear. We don't have to go head to head with it, but we can gently push through. Because if we don't move through our fear, we will always stay stuck. We will never get to where we want to be, right? So is it fear that is keeping you, that is making you feel resistance right now? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it fear of rejection, of failure, of success? So many people have a fear of success and they don't even know because it's subconscious. So just start probing yourself. Just be curious and just ask yourself, could this be down to a fear? Like, what am I scared of? What is the fear that's coming up for me right now? Okay. So there's a video for anyone that wants to explore this in my group, the Success Lounge. There is at least 2 videos on fear. So you can go straight after this. If this is resonating with you, you can go straight after this and you can go and watch that video on fear so that you can learn how to overcome it. So that's what we want to know. Is it fear? And remember, our brain craves familiarity because, like I said before, it feels unsafe or it feels unknown. then our brain's going to keep us away from it. So we crave familiarity, which goes against running a business and hitting goals and, becoming someone new, because everything you want is in the unknown. Your vision, your goals, your dreams, like, you don't have it yet. That's why they're your vision and your goals and your dreams. So everything that you want is in the unknown. Yeah, as soon as we start taking steps towards there, fear will kick up because it's in the unknown. It's not what we're used to. We feel uncomfortable. So this is part of our daily life. We chose not to have jobs where we were doing the same thing over and over again. We chose life's biggest personal development journey ever by running our own business and being entrepreneurs. You're never going to know what you're doing. You're always going to have to be learning something new. You're always going to have to be trying something different. So we have to get used to feeling uncomfortable. We have to get used to fear raising its head, and we have to get used to managing it, because that's all we ever need to do. Like, we can't get rid of fear. It's built into us as a protective mechanism, but we do need to learn to manage it and recognize it for what it is, and then we can let it go. Okay. So number 3, the third reason you could be having resistance in your business right now is down to your limiting beliefs. Because remember, anything you're feeling is caused by a thought in the mind. So your thoughts create your emotions. Your emotions then impact your actions. Your actions will then create your results. It all starts in the mind. It all starts with your thoughts and how you're thinking. And that really will drive how you feel all day, what you choose to do all day, the decisions you make. All of that is coming from how you're thinking. Remember, we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. 90% of those are the same thoughts that you had yesterday. They're coming from your subconscious mind. They're just being regurgitated on auto loop. That's all it is. It's just like a record playing over and over and over again, the same old crap, usually the same old crap. It's not usually a record of empowerment and being limitless. It's normally stuff being regurgitated from the past. So this is where we want to have a look at our limiting beliefs. Are you resisting taking action or moving forward in your business because of the things that you believe? So this could be the things that you believe about yourself, the things that you believe about making money, about creating success. Do you believe that you have to work really, really hard in business, and therefore you're resistant to allowing yourself to make money easily, allowing yourself to take the fast route, allowing yourself to leverage other people because it feels like cheating if you feel like you need to work hard for money, right? Do you feel like it is really difficult to sign clients? Because if you do, that's going to cause so much resistance when you come to taking actions that are asking for the sale. Maybe you won't ask for the sale on the sales call. Maybe you won't send out the email with the offer. Maybe you're resistant to it because you believe they're going to say no, right? What are the beliefs you have around this resistance right now? Another example is if you want to raise prices. You want to raise prices. You're undervaluing yourself, and your value is so much more, and you want that to be reflected through your prices. Yet you might feel resistant to raising them because you feel no one will pay them. And that is a belief. People won't pay me. So look at that, uncover that. Is there a belief around that? There could be resistance to you following your heart, to you following your intuition, for you to trying to take these next steps that are being presented to you all the time, because your self-image is out of date and you just don't see yourself as that person. And so it's building an enormous amount of resistance because you just keep thinking, that's not me. You have this belief that this isn't you, even though your soul is crying out for it. It's on your vision board. You're visualizing it all the time. Yet you're paralyzed and can't take those steps forward because the resistance is being built from the fact that your self-image is not reflective of what's in your vision. So it's your self-image that needs to be upgraded. And remember, your self-image is just a collection of beliefs about you. So that's still limiting beliefs, right? So is that causing the resistance? I've given you so many questions that you could ask yourself to help you identify this resistance, so you then know the next step to take. Then you know how to start moving through it. Do your beliefs and images need to be upgraded to align to your vision so that you can reduce the resistance and start really moving forward? Do you believe you can do it? Do you have a limiting belief around this? Or do you believe without a shadow of a doubt that you can absolutely smash your goals? That whatever it is in your business that you've got the resistance for, is it because you don't think you can do it? Right? So it's doubt, it's limiting beliefs. And again, when we release those, then we can start moving forward again. But we need to release these. We need to listen to the stories that we're saying in our minds. We need to listen to that self-talk to give us an idea of what it is that's going on in there, so that we can start to work with it and release it, so that we can start to break through and move through the resistance. Okay, so I've given you the three main reasons that's causing resistance for you right now. And I've given you a ton of suggestions for journal prompts to help you uncover what it is and start making your way through it. So remember, if you resonate with the fear, one, if it's fear that you think is causing your resistance, go to the Success Lounge and go and watch. There's 2 videos on fear, I believe. Go and watch them. They'll be really, really helpful for you. And if it's the last one, if it's alignment, I haven't got a video on alignment. This is something, we actually have an incredibly powerful NLP exercise that we do in the Unstoppable program, where we break down all parts of your business and we do a sense check to see what's in alignment and what's out of alignment. So you have an action plan and you know exactly what you need to change in your business to make sure that it's in alignment. And lastly, if it's the limiting beliefs, then I have just launched a belief busting workshop that's also for Unstoppable clients, but I've also made it as a standalone product for anyone that wants to invest in it. So I'll drop the links in the comments below if that is something that you want. It's 4 videos and it will take you step by step through identifying what the belief is. So if you think your resistance is being caused by a limiting belief, it will help you identify what it is, and then it will help you challenge them and start doing the work to release those beliefs. And there is a meditation in there that will help you, and visualization that will help you release those beliefs as well, and empower you to start imprinting new beliefs on your subconscious mind. So if that's something that you want, I'll drop that in the links below. But either way, you have got some work here that you can get started with. And hopefully, I hope you found this really helpful session, and I will see you next week.